Hey guys, welcome back to my gaming channel. I'm so excited for this video because today we have Rapunzel and we are building with the new Corona castle. So this was something that was in the premium shop a few weeks ago, and I did do this build immediately after, but I totally forgot to edit it. And then the other day I was like looking at all my videos and I was like, wait, I never posted this. So this is the perfect time before summer is over. I think this is a really cute end of summer build. If you haven't figured out what to do with this castle, or if you want some inspiration for your valley, and when this comes back in the shop, I know it will, this would be a great build for some inspiration. I wanted to do something simple that was really inspired by Rapunzel's universe. So I looked up photos of her castle from the movie, as well as photos of real life castles that come from the era and the area that Rapunzel's story takes place in. So I thought this area in Eternity Isle was a really nice spot for this castle because it's a really beautiful spot by the water, and it has a really nice kind of focal point aesthetic. So it looks really pretty here, coming from this little garden going into this path. So what I did was I used the rock rug to create a path, and then I just used some bushes and the Corona fountains on either side to give this nice parallel symmetrical look rather. And then I wanted the path to feel really luscious and natural, so I'm using ferns, acacia trees, and bushes to create this beautiful luscious natural path. I wanted it to have more of a natural aesthetic instead of being more glamorous like the other castles, and it looks really nice with these natural tones. The castle has a lot of beige, brown, and this beautiful blue, so it really highlights the natural look against the water. Now that my path is complete, I'm going to go in with some details, and I love using candelabras in my build. It's one of my favorite furniture items, and I think here it just adds the perfect little touch of lighting and just a hint of the glamorousness. Now we're going to take some of these clay jars and add those around the fountain. I love the idea that this feels very natural, like the people who live in the castle come and fill these jars up with water from the fountains and they're collecting natural water. It just gives it more of that natural kind of medieval vibe. Also adding a couple of the Hercules statues as well for extra decor. Again, to make it feel very natural, I love adding these little water pumps. I think it really gives that aesthetic that these plants are being watered and that everything is just very natural and outdoorsy. I also added some of the oil lamps in front of the castle. I think that really gives it, again, that medieval aesthetic. Around the castle, we're going to use the fir trees. I think that this gives it like that cypress tree look. Since we don't have cypress trees, the fir trees just really give it that grand look, and it almost gives it this aesthetic that the castle is on a hill and the path is leading you up towards the castle, and then the trees kind of make your eye draw up, and it makes the castle feel like it's really high up on a hill. On this side area to the right, I decided to create this beautiful little outdoor area where there's a pond and a painting nook, just very outdoorsy, something that I feel like Rapunzel would really enjoy. A little pond where she can ponder and read her books and paint and really just enjoy her time outside. So we're using some of the tangled items like the painting easel, the purple benches, the purple rug, and we're just gonna fill this area up with a lot of cute knickknacks. This is really customizable. You can put whatever you want under here. I'm doing the painting easel, maybe some books. You could do the guitar, a little table. You could fill this up with gems, food items. I'm just gonna make it feel kind of Rapunzel vibes. wanted to create a rock path that would lead from our main path to our little pond slash garden area. And I'm just going to use some rocks, and I will add more of these later as well to connect our main path with our little outdoor gazebo pond area. And I know I keep saying pond because now we're going to make the pond. So I'm using the Touch of Magic rugs, and I created a water aesthetic pond looking rug. And then this part I sped up really fast because I basically am just using butterfly flowers and different rocks to make this look more realistic and cover up the harsh rectangle edges. I really hope that they give us some pond furniture items in the future. I think so many of us would love to have some natural ponds that we could decorate with that are a little bit more fantasy, because the ones that we have are currently I believe they're Lion King, so they have a little bit more of like that savannah aesthetic, and I would love to see a little kind of fantasy princess pond. Hopefully we get that soon. I also added the water tiles, and you can actually layer those under the rug and around the rocks, so it really makes the pond feel more realistic and gives it that aesthetic that water is really flowing. On the other side, since we have this open area still, I wanted to create an exit slash entrance that kind of is a transition area so that the other side of this area can be decorated another time for something else. I really like to keep things open and flowy so that I can really let my creativity flow when I want to build something new. And I don't have any ideas of what I could build on the other side of this, but just to keep it flowing and also cap this build but keep it still flowy with the other side, I added more trees as well as one of the Mickey arches as a way to delineate the exit slash entrance to the other side of this build. And it just gives me a nice natural way to keep this flowing. And if I want to build something on the other side, I still have a bunch of space. I don't know what I could build on that side, but if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. I'm also going to add a bunch more butterfly flowers and trees in this area so that it really feels natural, like this area is overgrown and it's just kind of you know, it has an entrance slash exit, but it's still very natural. I love how this looks. It's super simple but effective. I think it's beautiful, and it's a really nice, easy build that pretty much anyone can make. If you have this castle and those fountains, you could also do this with another castle in the game or another house. I think this would be really nice with the lady house as well, if it's that kind of fairy tale aesthetic. That's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this build. Let me know what you think of this build. I think it came out so pretty, and it's still so natural and flowy, and I still have space to do other things, so I might build something else on the other side. Let me know if you have any ideas of what I could build on the other side, and let me know what you think of this build in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I can't believe we are almost on our way to 400 subscribers, and thank you guys so much for the love on my Tiana builds. I will leave that in the cards if you haven't seen it. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Happy gaming. Bye.